Guys played with a lot of heart today. I thought we had a good game plan going into it, and credit to Coach Ben and his team. They have a great team, and they held serve on their court, and they did a great job down the stretch of finding a way to win. And I thought we beat ourselves down the stretch there. Fouled too much, put them to the line, and then didn't execute down the stretch. I thought that was the two biggest things of the game.
Their guards, Guy in the first half, Jerome in the second. Was it something that you were doing that limited Guy in the second, but kind of gave Jerome some space?
No, I thought we let Kyle get lost. I mean, he got loose a little bit in the first half. I thought we did a better job, and I think Jerome makes plays, as you guys all know, late in games, and he finds his place. And I think he does a great job of logging the game, get his teammates involved as the game goes on, and then is more aggressive, especially in close games down the stretch, and you saw that today.
How pivotal was the moment where, I guess, Ty hit the three, and they also gave you guys the foul against Guy, and what was the explanation there?
Said that he was in the act of shooting as the off the ball foul was called. So I didn't see it, so I don't know. It's you can't foul. If it's a foul, it's a foul. We just got to learn how to. We're a pretty good defensive team. You guys saw it. Our numbers say that. But you can't foul all the time. And when we limit our fouls, guard like we do, we could stop people. And if you told me we were going to limit Virginia to 13 baskets, we're going to be in a great place even on the road. But we fouled too much. And I don't know. I didn't see it. If I'll see it on tape, I'd have a better comment for you. It's part of the game, but a huge swing, huge swing.
Mike, what were your impressions of Kihei Clark's defense on Marcus, and especially for a freshman playing with a broken wrist?
Yeah, well, I mean, I don't know how much he dribbled with his left hand anyway, but he, pressure on the ball when you're a little point guard like that. We've seen so many of them over the years. The one way you impact the game is pressuring the ball, and he did that, getting us into stuff, and just didn't turn the corner on him as much as we want. But we've seen that before, but I thought he did a good job of just messing up rhythm. And when you do that over a course of a 40-minute game, it affects you.
Mike, you're coming off a win at Texas. You come here, you played well. Coach Bennett said either team could have won this game. I feel like you've got your guys headed in the right direction.
Yes, I do. Look, the one thing I'll say about this team, I think you guys see it, we play really hard. I could be demanding on them to play hard or play harder, and they respond. We got to play smarter. That starts with me. I got to be more demanding on these guys to log the game, to execute the game and the game plan, especially down the stretch. St. John's in this game, if we execute down the stretch better, those are two games we probably win or have a chance to win, I should say. But UVA beat us today, and they beat us down the stretch, and that's a sign of a good team. But yeah, we're trending in the right direction. I love this team. I think we work hard. I think we can work harder. I think we could be smarter. I think guys got to take more personal responsibility to finish games. But you know what? If we learn to do that, Paul, we're going to be better and better. And that's why the season's a long season, and that's why you keep coaching them up.
Hey, Coach, you had said earlier in the week that your challenge or question to Marcus Santos Silva was, how's he going to handle success from Texas in the last two games? Looked like he handled it pretty well tonight. Would you agree? Yeah,
without a doubt. He had a couple fouls that we need him out in the court, but he definitely. I mean, he's taken a huge step. He's only a sophomore, and he played behind Tillman last year, so. Every game he's getting better and better. He's done a great job of being very coachable, and Brett Scott, one of our assistants, does a great job with our big guys, and those two guys are together every day in practice, and you can see things carrying over to the game. So he could be a force down there. He can continue to get better. Just got to keep learning out, log the game, keep getting better, thinking the game, and go from there. But we got to do a good job of not letting him get in foul trouble so we can keep him out there longer. Proud of him.
Coach, in that late stretch, you guys had the three misses that kind of got the crowd into the game. How much was the crowd a factor in that late stretch? After that, Ty hit that three, and then they were kind of up. But do you think that played a factor down the stretch?
Well, I think the weather was to our advantage. Never thought I'd say that. But I don't think our guys, it bothered the guys. Of course, home crowd's going to get fired up for it late in the game when they get some stops or make some big plays. That's goes from there. I don't know if that affected us. I think we hurt ourselves by fighting the game a little bit at the end, and it was really a 5-point game, a 2-possession game. We should have one possession at a time. There was a lot of time left, and I thought we took 2 bad shots in a row, and you got to execute down the stretch, and that's 1A here going into this week.
You mentioned before the game that you guys learned a lot about yourself at Texas, and you say you will see what you learned about yourself today. Overall, what did you learn just being able to keep it tight and play against a team like this today?
Well, I think we can go on the road and be road warriors. I think we can go on the road and play really hard and find a way to win. We did that the other night. We were pretty darn close against the 4th best team in the country. So there's a lot there. What I'm glad to see is our guys are really mad and upset, and so is the coaching staff, because we came in here wanting to win the game and expecting to win the game, and it wasn't enough. But I think after this week, there's a lot of positives, a lot of good things. There's so much we can get better at, which is, I told you this is all we got. That's one thing. I think we can get a lot better.
Mike, you need to get a lot out of Marcus. I know you need him to run the show and everything. At times, is he trying to do too much? Is he trying to take on too much on his shoulders instead of spreading it around?
Yeah, I've always said this since the first day I started coaching Marcus. His greatest strength is his edge and his competitiveness, and his greatest competition sometimes is his edge and competitiveness. He's trying to make plays for us, and he made some, but he also fights the game a little bit. And he was out for over 500 and some days. So it's just not coming back overnight. Even in the 10th game of the year, it's not coming back. He's got to continue to log the game and work on the feel of the game and picking his spots and all that stuff, especially down the stretch. But the one thing about Marcus, when he doesn't play well or his team loses, he really takes that responsibility on himself and feels that he's letting his teammates down, which is what you really want in your players. Personal responsibility, and he'll take that on, and he and I will watch the tape tomorrow like I do with our point guards, and we'll learn to think the game better, to log the game better, and move on. The key is, I know today is early December, but don't let this happen late December, early January, late February, early March. Learn from this, and we have to do that, and our point guards have to do that, and Marcus is our leader. He has to do it the most.
Anything else, guys?
Thanks, guys.
Your players will be in